The number on the calendar has changed, telling us it's time to start anew. We'll see some old faces in new places, and we'll see those that have grown up right before our eyes. Some will jump in with passion, while others just take it as it comes. Whatever you think it means, another season of basketball is upon us. Join us for the ride, because this is the Big West. We go to Fullerton for Gauchos Titans. Here's Wishart finding Norris underneath. And an early lead for UC Santa Barbara. Mitchell is off with the runner. Cole Anderson from the left wing is not. Lead is 13 for UC Santa Barbara. Coming back the other way off the deflection here. Garrison Wade, the Dartmouth man, runs it down for the Titans. Left wing 3, lead back to 10 for the Gauchos. Watch the ball movement here. Torrey San Antonio finds Latrell Wrightsell Jr. for 3, and it's a 7-point lead as we're into the second half between the Titans and the Gauchos. KK, the 3, makes it back to a double-digit lead for Cal State Fullerton. And here's Mitchell. Eventually, Fullerton took the lead, but Mitchell, with that drive, gets it back for UC Santa Barbara. Jalen Harris, not to be outdone, down the left side, makes it a 1-point game, but ultimately 24 points for Mitchell is too much. 66-58, the Gauchos with the win. Big West opener for both Hawaii and UC Davis from Stan Sheriff Center in Manoa. Late first half, Pepper to Anigwe on the pick and pop, and it's 3 for Christian Anigwe. He ended up with 21 on the game. Justice Jackson, though, back the other way. His team down by 1, not for long. Pulls up from the right wing, 3 of his 12 on the game, and Hawaii goes to the locker room with a 2-point lead. Second half, Robbie Beasley III sinks this 3. He had 13 on the contest, and Davis has the lead in the second half. But Hawaii comes back. The dunk from Bernardo da Silva, the double-double for the Brazilian. He had 12 and 10, pumping his fist. He's a little bit fired up. The mid-range, though, from Elijah Pepper, dances around and drops through 2 of his 16. It's a 3-point game. The Christmas Day hero, Jovan McClanahan from the left wing, though, with a 3 of his 23, and the Hawaii bench is loving it. Hepa moments later, that's the dagger, puts them up by 9. Eventually, the Bows take the win over UC Davis in the Big West opener, 74-66. Chris and Waz from the Central Coast, CSUN and Cal Poly, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Who could it be but Alamami? 3 of his 13 there. Matadors, Atten Wright, the mid-range. He had 21, and CSUN hanging tough. Kobe Sanders back from his absence, and the Mustangs glad to see him. Short corner jumper makes it a 7-point game in favor of Cal Poly. But Ethan Abanago in the second half, the off-balance scoop off the window. How about that? Matador is back in the lead. But then Cal Poly digs in. 4 guys in double figures. TJ Taylor's one of them. He gets the bucket there for Cal Poly. And then the steal and the score from Kobe Sanders. Sanders ends up with 17 on the night. And Chance Hunter, for good measure, makes it an 11-point game with a 3-point basket right there. Fidelis Okereke running the pick and roll, trying to make it interesting for the Matadors, but they would just come up short. John Smith's team with the win in the Big West opener, 67-57 over Trent Johnson's crew, and Kobe gets to talk to Chris. to the SRC Arena in the 951 for CSUB UCR. Caleb Higgins, 2 of his 25, also had 8 assists, a 6-point lead for the Runners. Second half, here come the Highlanders. Nice passing. Ball never hits the floor. Kyle Owens finishes, 19 and 7 for him. The Highlanders really turn up the heat in the second half on defense. They hold CSUB to 36% for the game. And I don't know if Mike McPile's a Neil Diamond guy or not, but he turned on the Hartwell in the second half. Here's Jamal Hartwell III with a 3, and then again, 3 threes in a row pushes the UCR lead to 10. They win it 71-59. To the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach for UC San Diego and Long Beach State. When the ball goes inside through the nylon, it slides. That's Traore. Double-double for Abubakar Traore. 12 points and 12 rebounds for the Beach. Late first half, 3-point lead for Long Beach State. Here's Bryce Pope, left of center for the 3. He had 25. We're tied at 29. Right back the other way, though, the nice feed in the lane. Joel Murray with 2 of his 22. The Beach is up by 3 after the first 20 minutes. Second half, here comes Roddy Anderson with authority. 2 of his 10, and the Tritons are fired up as they're roaring back. Late first half, Pope with the mid-range gives a 2-point lead to UC San Diego. But Joel Murray has other ideas. He's playing that mid-range game too. Foul line extended, 73 apiece. Both teams have a chance to win it in regulation. Here's Bryce Pope leaving it just a little bit short. And on the other end, as time expires, the runner can't find the mark for Joel Murray. We're going to overtime. Crowd getting its money's worth. We'll let Jason Schwartz tell you the rest.
Pope got it with 1.3.
Saturday matinee from Icardo. It's the Eaters and the Runners. Jump to the second half. Devin Tillis for UC Irvine. 3 of his 15. He also had 9 rebounds. Irvine takes the lead. When I was 17, I had a very good year. A very good year with right-wing threes. My name was Marvin McGee. McGee with 15. Bakersfield hanging tough. And Tavius Collum strong to the bucket. 20 and 7 for Collum, and it's 51-46 Bakersfield. But Irvine, you know how tough they are, loished into the bucket with the jam. He had 16 and 8 for UC Irvine, starting to take command. Dawson Baker led all Eaters with 17. Here's 3 of them. That's the dagger. Although Bakersfield makes a nice little run, Caleb Higgins with 3 of his 13, they would get no closer than 4. A 79-75 win for UC Irvine. Historic Titan Gymnasium for Cal State Fullerton and CSUN. Max Jones caps off an 11-0 run to start the game for the home team. Ibanago finds Deshaun Allen Ikens. He lays it up and in. 10 points and 7 rebounds for Allen Ikens as the Matador is trying to fight back. Atten Wright with the 3 caps off an 8-0 run for CSUN. They pull to within 5. Then Jalen Harris goes to work down the right side, switches hands. 2 of his 16 for Cal State Fullerton. And here's Latrell Wrightsell Jr., the step back. 19 points and 10 rebounds for him, the double-double. Yeah, smile a little bit. The Titans even their mark at 1-1 with the win over the Matadors. Big West home opener for UC Santa Barbara. They host UC San Diego at the Thunderdome. Early going, Wakoria out of the corner, the 3 for the Tritons in the early going. UC San Diego hanging tough against the Gauchos. Shimanga, the big fella running the floor, and they reward him. He ended up with 18 on the night. Roddy Anderson III takes some contact in the paint. The Tritons up by 3 at the break. Second half, though, Santa Barbara comes out smoking. Here's Wishart with 3. He had 11 on 5 of 6 shooting for the Gauchos. The miss by Norris, but Dre Kelly there to flush it down. He, too, 11 points. 5 of 6 from the floor for UC Santa Barbara. Then they go to the closer. A.J. Mitchell with the 3 makes it an 8-point game. He ended up with 23. Gauchos hold UC San Diego to 18 second-half points, and they win it 82-61. Back to Honolulu we go. The Cal Poly Mustangs against the Bows of Hawaii. Both teams 1-0 coming into play. Early going, Hawaii off to the hard start. The backdoor cut by Noel Coleman with the dunk. 10-0 Bows. Coleman again, pour the champagne, a 16-0 run to start it for Hawaii. Game settles in. Jovan McClanahan, reverse layup off the window, 2 of his 12 for the Bows. Their lead back to double digits. Here's Kamaka Hepa with the feed. He also had 12 jams at home. Hawaii still comfortably in the lead. Here's the comeback, though, the hook shot. Alamami Karoma, 10.6 rebounds for him for Cal Poly. The give-and-go action here between Brantley Stevenson and T.J. Taylor. Taylor in double digits with 10 points as well. But Hawaii takes care of business from the free throw line late in that game, and they come away with the 57-48 win. Handshakes at courtside. The pride of Tenafly. Aron Ganat, the pride of Riverside, John Smith. We head back to the Walter Pyramid. Dan Munson on the beach against Mikey McPio and the Highlanders. Rematch of last year's season finale. Early going, Long Beach State heads to Lucina Traore for the jam. 15-13 for him with a double-double. A 2-point lead for the beach. Joel Murray picking up where he left off. 20 points and 7 rebounds for him. And watch the steal here. He takes it the length of the floor, lays it up and in. Long Beach State up by 7 at the break. You know the Highlanders are going to chip it back. Flynn Cameron with 12. 3 of them here to make it a 55-55 game. And late in the game, if you're the Highlanders, who do you go to? He's your guy, Zion Pullen. 22 points on the game. Makes it a 2-point game with under a minute to play. Now, he's not going to be able to finish. It looks like he turned an ankle and he'll have to leave the floor. What answers might the Highlanders have? Well, here he comes, Jamal Hartwell III. At the buzzer for the win. Game. That's all for now, folks. See you next week on This is the Big West.